Well, it is the Matt Blaze Show, and I am your host, Matt Blaze, but I want to talk about Big Brother and the Thursday night eviction show of September 12th. I am absolutely disgusted, shocked, and so disappointed in Cliff and Nicole for believing Mickey's lies and how they could actually evict Tommy. I don't get it. This guy has been the most dominant player the entire time in the Big Brother house. And how they do not see this guy as lying, how he would say and do anything to keep Holly in the house, is beyond me, especially Nicole. And the reason I say that, not to say that Cliff's an idiot or anything, but Nicole's from New York, all right? And New Yorkers, we have a sixth sense that could sniff out the bullshit. And I thought she did. Because here's what happened when Mickey came in after he overheard what Tommy was telling Cliff and Nicole. He went up and snuck up to the door and he overheard it and he goes, did I just hear what I thought I heard? How am I going to use this against him? I know. I'll tell a big fat lie and make up a big story. And I thought Nicole was on to him in the beginning, because here's what transpired. Here's what transpired when Mickey comes in and says, can I ask you guys a question? So listen to what he says.
Is he gonna throw an HOH?
One more time. I want to play you the question again and how I think Nicole should have known right away that Mickey was full of shit. Listen to the question again.
Is he gonna throw an HOH?
Is he gonna throw an HOH? Like he heard something. Now, if all the bullshit that Mickey spewed after this about how he said he thought Tommy told him that he thought Cliff was going to win. Cliff makes a face like, why would he think that? Which it makes no sense. Again, Mickey's been the most dominant player in the game, the entire game. Why would Tommy all of a sudden now say, oh, I think Cliff's going to win? That makes no sense whatsoever. No sense. So why would he even say that? But the fact is, the question, is he going to throw an HOH? When in fact, the question should have been, is he telling you he's going to throw an HOH? That's what he should have said. Because then he goes, oh, he's playing both sides of the house again because he's telling me. Whoa. He didn't, the question wasn't, is he telling you guys he's going to throw an HOH? That's not what he said. And Nicole, I thought she was on to it. Because then Nicole says this.
Why would you ask that question? What are you being promised?
So she's like questioning it now. She's like, wait, why would you ask that? Not thinking like he overheard it, because of the question that he asked. To me, that would have been the telltale sign that he's now lying, especially with this crazy story about how he thinks Tommy's saying to him that he thinks Cliff's going to win and that we should work together to get the other two out. Like, that doesn't make any sense. When Mickey has been the biggest player, the best player of the game, and he had to give the guy props for doing what he did and for saying what he said. And I'm like, Nicole, how do you not know this is bullshit? And here's the other thing that Mickey says. So Nicole, they listen to what Mickey's telling them. Nicole is like, I'm feeling kind of stupid. Here, let me play what she says here.
I've come too far to deal with this. Like, I'm just don't like feeling stupid. I don't like people thinking I'm stupid, and right now I feel stupid. I would like to have a house meeting and have you both hash out what you're both spewing to us in front of everybody.
If we're gonna do that,
Like,
can we at least do it tomorrow?
There it is. There's the other part of the bullshit. If we're going to do that, can we at least do it tomorrow? Now, Nicole should have said, no. We're going to do it right now. Because that wouldn't have given Mickey the time to figure out what to say, to get all his lying straight. I watch Judge Judy all the time, and Judge Judy always says something. She says, when you're telling the truth, you don't have to remember what happened. Which means that when you're lying, you got to remember you lie. And the lies have to kind of make some sort of sense. So Mickey is now buying time to be able to think up this big elaborate story, a big lie, to convince Cliff and Nicole that Tommy is playing both sides, when in fact he was not. We know that. We know that he wanted to side with Cliff and Nicole to get Holly out and then take Mickey out. Again, Mickey being the strongest player in the game since the beginning. So I am so disappointed that ultimately they believed Mickey because they vote Tommy out. They evicted him. That's what ultimately happened. So Mickey got his way. And I don't look at spoilers and I don't look at the live feeds. I don't look at any of that. So I do not know who won the HOH between Holly, Cliff, and Nicole. I have no idea who won it. I just know that Nicole said she doesn't like feeling stupid. Well, she's going to feel real stupid when she watches this back and finds out that Mickey totally lied. And I got to give it up to him. I got to give the guy props, man. I got to give him props. He is playing a great game. He really is. And he kind of came in there, oh, he's a dummy. He's no dummy. This guy is playing a great game. And if they do not get him out, he is going to win. He's going to win. I don't believe the talk about going to jury and that means Tommy's already going to have Christy's vote. Because they knew each other. I don't know that I believe all that. Just because maybe you wouldn't have Christy's vote because Christy doesn't like you. Maybe that's why. If you go on a game level and you're just going to say who played the best game, then I guess you have to go with Mickey, but maybe she would have voted Tommy or would have wanted to sway the house like that Mickey was talking about. Oh, now that everyone knows that Tommy and Christy knew each other, that she could sway everybody's votes in the jury house. I don't believe that. I don't think it would take much swaying, to be honest. I think Tommy was the most well-liked guy in the house. And I said it on my last show about how everything that Christy said when she blew up Nick's game, you could say about Tommy, except there's one difference between Nick and Tommy. Nick was a scheming liar. I mean, playing a game. I don't know that he's that way in real life. But Nick was scheming, and Tommy really wasn't. Tommy played an honest game. And the fact that Nicole and Cliff couldn't see that he's not a liar, it boggles my mind. And the fact that Nicole let it go when Mickey said, hey, can we could do that, but can we do it tomorrow? Because she should have said, no. We're going to do it right now. Let's get Holly, let's get Tommy right now. I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I want it right now. Because Mickey, A, wouldn't have had time to think up more lies. And also the fact that you would have seen Tommy's reaction. And Tommy would not be able to hide his reaction of total disbelief. Being bum rushed with this lie. He would have been, the look on his face would have been like, what are you talking about? I didn't say that. And Cliff and Nicole would have seen it. And they should have been thinking, Mickey will do and say anything to win the game and to keep Holly in the game. So I'm so disappointed in the two of them evicting Tommy out of the house. it makes no sense at all that they did not break up the showmance. Because now it'll be Mickey and Holly versus Cliff and Nicole. I don't know who the HOH is. We'll find that out on Sunday. I'm not even going to look. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with waiting to find out. I don't care. It's all good. I don't watch the live feeds. I'm not interested in that, to be honest. But I was just really shocked. I was yelling at my TV. As soon as Nicole went in and said, I'm voting, or, I'm a tough Tommy or something like that, she said, I yelled. I was like, no, what are you doing? How could you believe this guy? And I'm like thinking in my head, like, yeah, Mickey's playing a great game, but everybody else isn't. That's the other thing. They're not. Because time and time again, he keeps doing things and nobody's picking up on it. And they're keeping the guy. The biggest mistake that was made is when Nicole put up Christy and Tommy and didn't put up Mickey and Holly. That is the pivotal moment of the game. And that would have changed everything for the last week. Tonight, Christy would have still been there, possibly. I mean, we don't really know exactly how it would have played out and who would have gone home, but at least they took the shot. And then Mickey goes, well, I'm definitely now gunning for Cliff and Nicole, the fact that they're even thinking about it. After I protected them, and we had a alliance that we were talking about for weeks, and now they're thinking about, oh, I'm definitely gunning for them. Well, you would have been gunning for them anyway. What are you talking about, dude? You still would have been gunning for them. You're not going to gun for Holly. So to say that, no, now I'm gunning for them, you would have been gunning for them anyway. Try to make it look like, oh, now they're giving me a reason to go after them. There would have been three, you and Holly and the two of them, which is what it is now. So of course you'd be gunning for them. The guy's played a great game, and I give him respect and props for the great game that he's played. And maybe he deserves to win the game. And we'll see what the jury thinks. You never know how it's going to go. But it's just disappointing watching this. And of course, we see things differently. We see what is being whispered, and they don't know what's going on all the time. And of course, just like Tommy said when he had his little interview with Julie about, when you're in the house, you're in a bubble and you don't know what's going on. And again, you're kind of paranoid. You're like, are they lying to me? Are they not lying to me? You just don't know. We're on the outside looking in. It's different for us. But it's still, it's so obvious that Mickey's a liar. And I just couldn't believe that they didn't pick up on it. Especially even when he goes, yeah, Tommy said he thinks you're going to win. He looks at Cliff and goes, he thinks that you're going to win. And Cliff makes the face like, what? Even at that point, that didn't raise the flag of he's lying to you guys? And then this fight that we're now going to see Sunday night, because they're teasing the big fight. They showed a little part of it where Tommy's crying and he's going, I didn't say that. And he says to Holly, how can you let him say these things when you know it's not true? I mean, he goes, she doesn't know anything about it. Stop, don't talk to her. I want to ask her. She doesn't know. And I'm thinking, if I'm Tommy, and Tommy too, Staten Island, another one that should have known, New Yorker. If I was Tommy, I would have looked at Mickey and said, what are you talking about, dude? You're lying. And then I would have looked at Cliff and Nicole and gone, this guy's lying. You know he's lying. Why would I say that? He's been the strongest player in the game the entire game. Why would I say that? That doesn't even make any sense. Why would I want to align with him? I'd want to get the strongest player out. Doesn't that make more sense? And think about what he's saying. He's totally lying. I look at both of them and go, you know this guy's a lie. You know he'll say anything and do anything to keep Holly. When have I, in this game, not been honest. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. You see it all the time. Well, I mean, I'm sure you'd be a crying mess at this point. Why would I lie to you guys? He's totally lying right now. It's a bold-faced lie. And then I would have pointed out, and you know what? If you don't see it now, you're going to see it at some point. I promise you that you are going to see it at some point. So you have to make a decision if you're going to believe it now that he's lying right now, or you're going to feel stupid because now you just made the $500,000 mistake by believing this nonsense. A guy that would do anything and has done anything throughout the game, who's played the hardest throughout the game, and will say and do anything to keep himself and Holly safe. And now he's trying to keep Holly in because now it gives him more numbers. It would be Holly and Mickey against Cliff and Nicole. The two of them against the two of you. So of course he wants to get rid of me. Of course he's going to make up lies. This is the game that he's been playing the entire time, and I haven't done that. You know I haven't done that. I came to you and told you guys about my relationship with Christy outside of the house, which could be me losing the $500 million. Could be $500,000. My $500,000 mistake by letting that out. So how could you think that I'm lying now and he's telling the truth? I just don't get it. And I know it's different when you're in it. I know it's hard when you're looking in somebody's face and they're saying something with such conviction. And Mickey was good. From what I saw of that little snippet that they showed, Tommy's an emotional wreck and Mickey's just lying. Like straight up, bold-faced lying. And apparently Cliff and Nicole bought it. And yeah, just like Nicole said about maybe they're both blowing clouds of smoke. She says something like that. See if I can find that clip. And then she goes, I've just decided which cloud of smoke I want to walk through. Let me see.
I am hearing two different stories from two different people, and it's pissing me off. I don't know which one of them is blowing smoke. It could be both of them. But regardless, we're going to have to pick which cloud of smoke to walk into. I just need a minute.
That was it. So apparently, another bad decision. They picked the wrong cloud of smoke to walk into. Because now Tommy's gone. Now it's Mickey and Holly versus Cliff and Nicole. And Mickey's the strongest player. Now the fact is that he was out of this HOH. I don't know who won it. But I can tell you right now, if Holly won it, not good. Not good for Cliff and Nicole. Because they'll be put up on the block. And then if let's say one of them wins the veto, they're going to pull themselves off. And then Mickey's going to go up. And then there's the vote of who is going to vote that it's a final four. So what is it? One person votes because you have the HOH, two nominees, and the other person. So hopefully, if that were to happen, Mickey would get evicted. Because I want to see the guy evicted. I do root for the underdog. Like I said in my last episode, he should have been gone when he went up against Jack. Why they kept him over Jack, I don't understand either. But we'll see how it plays out. I got to say, I'm loving this game. I wish I watched the other 20 seasons. So that's why I don't know. I don't know how the other 20 seasons went. from watching the show and seeing some of the comments that were posted on Twitter saying this is, the most intense Final Five in a long time. So I guess it is pretty crazy how it all plays out. It's great. I love it. I can't wait for the next season. I guess it's going to be like next year. I got to wait a whole nother year. Though I guess I could go back and watch like the other seasons since I never did. I could just binge them all and see how other people played the game. Because, all these people that are on the show, they're always like, I'm a Big Brother super fan. I watched every episode. I watched every season. I know when they bring back like other people from like the past show, from like last season, I don't know who the hell they are because I didn't watch it. And the funny part about it is I could have watched it because I had them all recorded in my DVR because I did watch the Celebrity Big Brother. I watched both of them. And in between, there was Big Brother 20. And I should have watched it. And I had all of them recorded and I go, I don't want to watch this. And I just deleted it out. But now I'm loving this show. It's amazing. It's all, the social game, the physicality of the game, seeing the different personalities clashing with each other, seeing how people react to certain situations is amazing. Finally caught on. I finally caught on. So we'll wait and see what happens on Sunday night. We'll find out who won. I guess you could find the spoilers out there and find out who is the new head of household. But I will not spoil that. If you want to look it up, go look it up. And we'll see what happens on Sunday night. So, until next time.